Let's consider this a PSA for stupid people. I'm going to call this one, if a black man can't get away with it, you shouldn't try to get away with it. And what do I mean by that? The main thing that inspired this one was that I saw a woman on a video on YouTube. It was under Cops Out of Control, I believe, on their channel. This woman tried to get out of the police car and tell the police officer something. And she ended up getting tased in front of her baby. Or babies. Now, while I feel, the cops shouldn't have tased her or anything like that, something that I know a lot of black people say in the back of their mind is, well, if that had been a black person, they'd have been shot. Or if it was a black person, something, this would happen, that would happen, that, blah, 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 right? I think that in the era of where we are actually starting to approach equal rights, given human nature, equal rights probably will not shift up. If anything for the masses, they might shift down. That means that in certain areas we may all be lowered to the level of a black man. Give you an example. Do you think a black man could get away with yelling at a police officer? I see women yelling at cops. Now, we don't want to be sexist and say, the cop should ignore the woman. So if that's the case, the cop may haul off and smack a hit or shoot her or something. Just like it was a black woman, a sister was interfering with a police officer arresting somebody else. And the cop punched her, right? Again, I don't like the idea of cops hitting women. But for me to think that way, that's me being sexist. And I know if I saw another brother or any male do just what she did to the cop, and the cop turned around and punched him in the face, I'd have been like, hey, man, that's the chance you take. You're trying to interfere with the police, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I see people acting surprised sometimes. It's usually the people I see surprised are women of all races. They act like they're shocked when they pull something and then somebody holds them accountable for it, or they have what they consider to be a harsh reaction. If a black man can't get away with it, you shouldn't try to get away with it. There was a guy on the news, a Hispanic guy who got shot by the cops holding up a bank. And there were some people, you know how the news always goes around and interviews people who knew the victim or whatever. They act like they were surprised that he was shot. If he had been black and they interviewed black people, I don't think black people would have been like, well, I can't believe he did that. They'd have been like, he shouldn't have done it. He shouldn't have done it. Because if a black man can't get away with it, you shouldn't try to get away with it. So that's all I'm saying. People, when you're interacting with the police, when you're interacting with any of these other authority figures, unless you are taking some kind of revolutionary stand and trying to, really fight the power, not just fight your ticket, but you're going up against, some type of systemic oppression or something like that, or discrimination. If you're just trying to get your way, think about what you're about to say, think about what you're about to do, and ask yourself, can a black man get away with this? And if the answer is no, you shouldn't try to do it either. Because if a black man can't get away with it, you can't get away with it. Thank you.